Alright, let's do this. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, vlog number 236. Now, recently on my Chinese New Year video, which I really liked making, if you want to check it out, it's over here. There was a comment on my Chinese New Year video from Ethan Gordon, which said that I should try making a video in Cantonese. And I was like, Cantonese. My Cantonese is pretty bad. I just have a couple of words in my vocabulary. And the rest of the time, the only words that I know really well are dim sum words. So that's why I thought maybe if you want a Cantonese video, I'll make a video about dim sum. This video is a guide to dim sum. The word dim sum in Cantonese, dim sum, or dian xin if you're reading in Mandarin, means to touch the heart. And that's supposed to mean, you know, when people get together, it's very heartwarming, everyone's sharing a good time across a meal. Really, I think it means touch the heart because the food has so much cholesterol and it attacks your heart directly. Dim sum is when you sit down at a Chinese restaurant and the waiters come around with little wooden steamers with little packets of food inside, and you order about maybe 4 or 5 of these dishes depending on how many people you have, and you'll share, and it's a really fun experience. I would call it Chinese tapas. A lot of people have names like that. Just think of lots of little share plates. Chinese people have been doing the share plate thing long before cafes. And dim sum is great because you get to try all of this food and the culture is really rich and you can tell the food has been developed for many years. The thing is, when you go for dim sum in a Western country, everything is very westernized.
Forget it, Marge! It's Chinatown!
You may not get the best service that you really want. So I'm here to help you make the most out of your dim sum experience should you decide to go, which hopefully by the end of this video, you will want to go for a dim sum meal and you will want to go and touch your heart. One of the best things about dim sum is that you don't really need a menu for dim sum because all the dishes are just Cantonese words. Normally you'll go to a Western restaurant and you look at the menu and they have starters and mains, and like one main will have a super long ass title for like, I don't know, a piece of steak.
200 grams black Angus ribeye sirloin fillet steak served with green beans and mashed potato on top of a red wine jus and polenta.
Usually everything on a Western menu is at least 2 lines of text, but at dim sum, I highly advise learning the Cantonese names for these dishes. And to show you, I'm going to compare the Cantonese name and the English name of dim sum dishes. Ha gao, steamed prawn dumpling. Siu mai, steamed pork and prawn dumpling. Bong zao, braised chicken feet in chili sauce. Dan tat, egg tart. Guo tie, pan-fried pork dumpling. Gao cai gao, steamed pork and chive dumpling. Ha chong, prawn rice roll in soy sauce. Yao yu shou, deep fried squid with spring onion and red chili. Pai guat, black pepper pork spare rib. Char siu bao, barbecue steamed pork bun. Tofu fa, soybean pudding. Lo bak gou, carrot cake. Watermelon juice. So as you can see, there are many fantastic dim sum dishes that can be summed up in 2 or 3 Cantonese characters. You don't need to use the entire lengthy English explanation, because when you're reading this order to the person who's serving you, you don't want to be like, 1 steamed pork dumpling, one pan-fried pork dumpling. Oh, that sounds so good, mate. And can I also get one of the watermelon juice? Just takes too long when you could just be like, watermelon juice. Use Cantonese where you can. And on the topic of using Cantonese, you need to know some basic joining words so that you can converse very badly, but still converse with the wait person. When the person comes to take the order off you and they've written on the little slip, you have to say thank you, and the word for thank you is M'goi. You have to say M'goi in a really matter-of-fact way because every time you speak Cantonese, it has to sound really badass. So normally it's just like M'goi, but never ever like M'goi, mate! Another word that is essential in dim sum is of course yes and no. So usually you use you and m'yu, which means I want and I don't want, and hi and m'hai, which is yes and no. Same rules apply. Don't say these like you're jumping off a bridge. M'hai! The only other word you really need to know is the numbers of Cantonese, because you need to know how many of a dish to order. I mean, you could stick up your fingers, but this looks kind of rude. I mean, come on. So the numbers of Cantonese. Ya, yi, sam, say, la, ta, la, gao, sa. So usually take any of these numbers and you stick them in front of the word go, which means quantity of. So it's ya go, liang go, not yi go, it's liang go. I don't know why they changed it. Every time you say quantities, you have to use the word liang and not yi. Sam go, say go, go, lap go, ta go, bap go, gao go, sap go. Once you know the numbers, you can order pretty much anything. I don't think anyone ever orders more than 10. I don't think anyone has more than 10 friends. If you do, you're too popular for me, I'm sorry. So I hope this video has made you want to go and get dim sum from your nearest Chinese restaurant. I always think that you should go for restaurants that look shabby because generally the shabby ones serve you really fast, whereas the ones that are really fancy tend to overcharge. But yes, enjoy your dim sum, whether it's for breakfast, lunch or dinner. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please give me a subscription by clicking subscribe below if you want to see more videos like this. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching and good night.